Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's letting it fly for Cook into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Move. Red up. Red up. Hey, 18.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, 18. Red up.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run with Marshall. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Hands up. Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Hands up. 18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Hey, 18. Hands up.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Ransom! 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Had a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Red, 18. Red, up. 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Let's go, we're on the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Red, up. Hey, 18. Blue. Red, up.
Now Trubisky on first down. Jones breaking from the contact. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
18. Red, up.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he works free. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now Marshall. Space to run past the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. What a spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's third down. They'll throw now on the final play. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for... touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Keith Marshall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gotta go.
This is Marshall.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Hey, 18.
They go play action here on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
You got three down. Motion man. Watch 12.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Keith Marshall, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Muscling free near the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Marshall. measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Gotta go, gotta go. Red, up. Red, up. Red, up.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and he is going to lose yardage here. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Hey, gotta go.
On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters,
gotta go.
oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Gotta go.
And they'll run it here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Now Myers for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Breaks a tackle. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go with a big back foot in. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
The pitch to Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm
thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buyer, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car